Hey everyone, Amanda here. Today we're going to be using light dumbbells, 5s, 10s, and 15s, as well as a resistance band with handles. Let's get started with a warm-up. Nice easy march. We will be going through 2 strength moves at a time, supersetting, 1 dumbbell move, and 1 band move. Let's take this into a double punch, getting nice and warm through that upper body, and breathing through it. Lift through that chest, keep the shoulder blades back and down. 2 more here. Big arm circles, opening up through the chest. We're going to be starting with 2 upper back moves. So we want to make sure that we're nice and open through the chest and the shoulders. 2 more here. Let's take this into a toe tap, add a punch. Breathing through it. Light on the feet and knees. 2 more. Keep that toe tap going, and let's add a lateral raise. Lifting through the chest and shoulders. Try to squeeze those shoulder blades back as you pull the upper arm parallel to the floor. 2 more here. Back to the march. Shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing through it. 1 more shoulder roll. And release. Let's take it to our first move. We're going to be doing a bench over row, single arm, using the chair for support as a bench. So I'm going to be using a 15-pound dumbbell, placing my left hand on the seat of the bench with my left foot forward, holding the dumbbell in my right hand, pushing the chest out, back flat, and just slightly elevate your pinky so it's a little higher than your thumb. Let's get ready to row for 10. Here we go. Exhale, 10. Breathing through this. 9, squeeze it up, 8, get that shoulder blade retraction, 7, 6, get that elbow up nice and high, so you're squeezing the shoulder blade back every rep. We've got 3 more here, 3, try to keep the hips square, 2, try not to rotate through the core, 1, gently lift up out of it. Let's switch hands, over to that left side. Place your right hand on the bench, right foot forward, left leg back, and chest pushed out. Pinky slightly elevated. Let's go for 10. 10. Exhale up. 9. Really focus on your back muscles. Try to get that shoulder blade retraction, getting that squeeze every time. Breathe through it. 4 more here. 4. Soft elbow. 3. Exhale, 2, 1 more here, 1, and gently come up out of it. Let's lower that dumbbell down. We're gonna switch over to the band. So I'm gonna be using 2 medium bands here. I have my green and my blue stacked on the same set of handles, but if you only have a single band, that's okay too. So feet shoulder width apart. Start with your arms in an overhand grip, just slightly outside of shoulder width apart. Lift the chest. We're going to take this into a pull apart. We're going to pull the band in, touch the chest, squeezing the shoulders, and back out. Let's go for 10. Exhale, squeeze, 10. Breathe through it. 9. Really focus on pulling the shoulder blades back and together, squeezing through the shoulders every single rep. Make it count. 5 more. 5. Exhale. 4. Inhale, that's it. 3, keep standing tall, chest lifted. 2, 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, release those shoulders. We're gonna take it back to our bent over rows. So once again, grabbing a dumbbell in the right hand, starting with 10 reps here. Back flat, chest out, staggered stance, pinky slightly elevated. Let's go. 10, row it up. Exhale, 9. Try to keep your hips and knees square to the floor. So So you might find that your hips or knees want to twist a little bit as you row. Try to keep them as steady as possible. We want to make sure that the upper back is doing the work, not the core or the hips. 2 more here. 2. Exhale. 1. Whew. All right, over to the other side. Switch to that left hand. Pinky slightly elevated, back flat, chest pushed out. Let's go. 10 reps. 10. Breathing through this. 9. Get that shoulder blade squeeze. 8. 7. Try to imagine that there's a pop can between your shoulder blades, and every time you lift your elbow up, you're pulling the shoulder blade back to crush the pop can. 1 more, and 1. Whew. All right, gently come up out of it. We're going to take it back to our band pull apart. So grab your band. We've got that overhand grip, just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Feet shoulder width apart. Set your shoulder blades back and stand tall. Let's go for 10. Here we go. Pull. 10. Bring the bring the resistance band in to touch your chest so you can really feel that shoulder blade retraction every time. Exhale. Breathing through it. 4 more. 4. Standing tall. Keep that chest lifted. 3. Getting that shoulder blade squeeze. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, release the shoulders. 1 last round. This time we're going for 8 reps per side on our rows. So lower your resistance band down, switch out to your dumbbell, right hand, staggered stance, back flat. Let's go for 8. Here we go. Exhale. 8. Breathing through it. 7. Get that elbow up nice and high. 6. Remember, hips are square. 5. Exhale up. 4. Breathe through this. 3. Full range of motion. 2. 1 left. 1. And gently come up out of it. Let's take it over to the other side. Flipping over to that left hand. Right leg forward, left leg back. Chest out. Let's go for 8 more. Here we go. 8. Exhale up. 7. Breathe through it. 6. 5. Keep those shoulders and hips square. 3 more here. 3. 2. 1. And gently lift up out of it. Set your dumbbell down. We're going back to our resistance band. 1 last set. Once again, we're going for 8 reps. So, overhand grip. Feet shoulder width apart. Set those shoulder blades back so you're standing tall. And let's go for 8. Here we go. 8 pull aparts. 8. Squeezing the shoulders. 7. Exhale. 6. Try to keep the core engaged so that your posture is strong the entire time. 4. Breathing through it. 3. You've got this. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, shake out those shoulders, grab a water break. We're gonna take it to legs. Our next 2 moves, we're going to take this into a sumo dumbbell squat. If you have a kettlebell, go ahead and add that here if you prefer to using a dumbbell. And in between, we are going to do a single leg glute kick. Now, it's up to you if you would like to have the back of your chair available for balance when you go to do that glute kick. So you can work on balance by not hanging on, or you can use that chair if you prefer. All right, I'm gonna take this to my 15 here. I'm gonna go nice and wide with my stance. If you check your knees, they should be pointing in the same direction as your toes. Set the shoulder blades back, gentle bend in the knees here so the knees are soft, and let's squat down, touching the dumbbell to the floor for 10. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Push the bum back and press through the heels. Go through that full range of motion. If you can't make it all the way down to the floor, that's okay. Go to the depth that is comfortable for you. You can always use a yoga block or another dumbbell to place underneath to mark the depth of the squat. We've got 2 more here. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's lower that dumbbell down. We are going to take it to our resistance band. So I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to loop underneath the arch of my running shoe. Then I'm going to take the handles and bring them together. So I'm going to hold them right around my hip. So I'm holding them secure. I'm going to place my hand on the chair or on my hip. It depends, up to you if you're working on your balance. So from here, angle that heel slightly down so the toe is slightly elevated. Stand up tall, and we're going to kick back 45 degrees. Ready? Let's go for 10. 10, pushing the heel out. 9, now in this move, you can pull the resistance bands a little tighter up your hip if needed. If you're not really feeling it so much, you can add a little bit more resistance here. Keep it up. 2 more. 2, 1, and lower it down. Let's switch it out to the other foot. So once again, you can use your chair for balance if you like. From here, we're going to hold those resistance bands in place. We're going to kick 45 degrees out to the side. So it's going to turn around, lift through the chest, heel down, and glute kick for 10. Here we go, 45 degrees back. 9, now again, pull that resistance band a little higher past your hip if you're finding it's not enough resistance. Really squeeze. We've got 2 more. 2, 1, and lower it down. Let's take it back to our sumo squat. So grab that dumbbell. Nice wide stance. 10 reps. Shoulders back. Here we go. 10. Inhale. Exhale. That's it. Breathe through it. Keep your chest pushed out and press through the heels, especially on the way back up. You've got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to those glute kicks. So grab your resistance band, place it underneath the arch of your foot. Bring those handles together. You can use your chair for balance. Heel down, toe up, lift the chest, and let's go back 45 degrees. Here we go. 10, really push. 9, keeping that heel pressed down. 8, chest lifted. 7, soft knees here. 6, 5, keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and over to the other side. So once again, place it underneath your foot. You can turn if you're using your chair or place it on the other side of you. Heel down, chest lifted. Let's go. 10, 9. Now don't forget, you can always pull the band a little tighter if you need a little extra resistance in this move. Keep it going. 4, soft knees. 3, 2, 1, and release. One more round. 8 reps of our sumos. Let's grab onto that dumbbell. Nice wide stance. Toes are flared, shoulders back, chest lifted. Here we go, to the floor. 8, 7, exhale up. 6, exaggerate that chest out position. That will help you to maintain a flat back as you squat down. 2 more. 2, 1. Ooh, all right, one last round of glute kicks. So grab your resistance band under that right foot. Bring it together. Once again, stand tall, heel down, chest lifted. Let's go. 10, 9, keep it going. 8, heel out. 7, 6, 5, 4. Now we're not going to be done this set quite yet. 2, we're going to pulse. 1, fast pace. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Shake it out. Over to the other side. So again, we're going 10 reps, 10 pulses. So loop it under the foot, heel down, chest lifted. Let's go. 10, 9, big kicks, pressing that heel down toward the floor. Squeeze through that glute. 3 more here. 3, 2, get ready to pulse. 1, here we go. 10, 9, 8, stand tall. Keep going, push. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, shake out those glutes. Grab a water break, catch a breather. We're gonna take this to shoulders. Now in this move, I am going to be using my chair as the anchor for the resistance band. So our first move is going to be a standing lateral raise with light dumbbells. I'm going to be using 5s, but I'm going to prepare my second exercise here. I'm going to loop my resistance band under the chair in an even position so that my handles are accessible to me on the chair. So let's start with our lateral raises. I'm going to use my 5s. Feet shoulder width apart. Set the shoulder blades back. Again, slightly tilt the hands so the pinky is a little higher than the thumb, and lift the chest. We're going to raise up until the upper arm is parallel to the floor and back down. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Breathing through it. 9. Standing tall. Try to gently pull the shoulder blades back as you raise. Exhale. Inhale. 5 more. 5. Keep the wrists in a neutral position so that they're not curling as you lift. We've got 2 more. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, lower it down. We're going to take this to a seated position in the chair. So grab a hold of your handles, sitting down. Just scoot forward in your chair. Move my dumbbells. And then lift the chest. So right now, I'm sitting up tall, using my abdominals to engage the core, but I'm not resting my back against the back of the chair. So feet are flat, chest is lifted, and let's shoulder press up for 10. Here we go. Exhale. 10. Standing tall. 9. Slow and controlled. 8. Keep tension on the shoulders by only bringing them down until the upper arm is parallel to the floor. If we go lower, we tend to take a little tension off. We want to keep that tension on the entire time. 4. Keep it up. Exhale. 3. Inhale. You've got it. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, lower it down. Place those handles on the seat behind you and stand up. We're going to take it back to our lateral raise. So, feet shoulder width apart. Lift the chest. Pinky slightly elevated. Let's go for 10. 10. Exhale up. 9. Really working through the shoulders. You're lifting up, but you're also pulling slightly back at the same time. Strong posture. 4 more here. 4. Breathe through it. 3. Keep it up. 2. 1 more, 1 more. 1. Whew. All right, let's lower it down and go back to our seated position. So once again, grab those handles and sit down in the chair. Scoot forward. The resistance band is just behind my upper arm. Chest lifted. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Inhale. 9. Breathe through it. Exhale up. 8. Strong core. Keep those abdominals engaged. Pull the belly button in toward the spine. Shoulders are going to start getting tired on this one. This is a pretty challenging combination. 4. Breathe through it. 3. You've got this. 2. 1 more here. 1. Woo. All right, lower it down. Place those handles behind you, accessible on the seat of the chair. Lift up. Let's go back to our lateral raises. 1 last set. 8 reps this time. So, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back, chest lifted, pinkies elevated. Let's go. 8. Those shoulders are getting fatigued now, but you can do this. Just 8 reps. Breathe through it. 5. Stand tall, chest lifted. 4. Keep going, soft knees. 3. Strong posture. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew, lower it down. Let's take this back to our seated position. Grabbing onto my handles. So, sitting up nice and tall, chest lifted, shoulders back. Here we go for 8. 8. Breathing through. 7. Abdominals engaged. 6. You've got this. 5. Work through those shoulders, tension on. 4. Abs are in. 3. Sitting tall. 2. One more here. 1. Whew. All right, lower it down. We're going to take this to arms. So we're going to do a tricep press in combination with a bicep curl. And our bicep curls with the resistance band are going to be fast reps this time. So in our overhead press, 2 options. You can use 1 dumbbell holding onto the head of the dumbbell, or 2 dumbbells side by side with the flat sides together. I always prefer to use 2 dumbbells. That ensures that the weaker arm has to do just as much work as the stronger arm. So I'm going to be using my 15s for this. So flat sides of those dumbbells together. Place your arms just behind the head. Stand tall, chest lifted, press up for 10. Here we go. 10. Exhale up. 9. Try not to swing through the lower back. 8. Keep your abdominals engaged and your knees just ever so slightly bent. That will help you to stand up nice and tall and engage the core. 4 more here. 4. Breathe through it. 3. Exhale up. 2. 1 more. 1 more. 1. Whew. All right, let's lower it down. So we are switching out to our resistance band. So I'm going to grab my band, stuck on the chair, and I'm going to place this under, could be 1 foot, could be 2 feet. So for me, I'm going to be using 1 foot, which is going to give me a little less resistance than if I'm doing 2 feet. So if you have a lighter band and you want to add more resistance, go ahead and do 2 feet here. If you have a heavier band, it doesn't matter which foot is on the resistance band, whatever feels more stable for you. So if you're in a staggered stance like I am, 1 foot slightly back, chest lifted, or you can have feet shoulder width apart. Set the shoulder blades back, lift the chest, elbows are nice and tight to the torso, and these reps are going to be fast. We're going to go for 15. Curl it up. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. Whew. All right. Set your resistance band down. Let's go back to our overhead tricep press. Adjust your weight accordingly. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2. So once again, I'm going to be using my 15s. Flat sides together. Lift through the chest. Let's go for 10. 10. Exhale up. 9. Breathe through it. 8. Stand tall here. 7. 6. Keep it going. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower it down. Whew. All right, let's go back to our fast bicep curls. So once again, you can do 1 foot, 2 feet, whatever feels right for you. So once again, I'm going to go single foot, step back, shoulder blades back, chest lifted. Let's curl for 15. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Keep going. Keep the pace quick. Heart rate might get up a little bit higher here than usual. Breathe through it. 1 more. Whew. All right, shake it out. 1 last round. We've got overhead tricep press and then back to our quick bicep curls. 8 reps. So elbows up, lift the chest. Here we go. 8. Breathing through. 7. Exhale up. 6. Keep pushing. 5. You got this. 4. 3. 2. 1 more here. 1. Lower it down. 1 last round of bicep curls here. We've got a couple mobility moves to do with our band, and then we're gonna stretch it out. So grab your resistance bands, 1 foot or 2. Lift the chest, elbows in. We're still going for 15 here. Shoulders back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. You can do it. Squeeze through those biceps. Whew. One more. Whew. All right, shake it out. Grab a water break if you like. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder mobility here. So we're going to take that resistance band in an overhand grip. If you're taking a water break, jump in whenever you're ready. Start up nice and high with just a little tension on. So just walk your hands in a little bit so you've got a little bit of tension on that band. Lift the chest. Now from here, we're going to lower down to chest height. And then we're going to pull back next to the ears. Back down. Just a little resistance here so that you're always gently pulling outward on the resistance band. But we're really working through that shoulder range of motion. Just really waking up those shoulders as we pull back. Just a gentle push backwards. You've got it. Breathe through it. We've got 3 more here. 3. Exhale up. 2. Inhale down. 1 more. 1. And shake it out. We're going to take this to a seated position. So seated in your chair. Once again, scoot forward. Feet are flat, knees are at 90 degrees. And again, we're going to go into that overhand position above the head. Lift the chest. Now from here, I'm going to pull the bands up so that my right arm is going to be up next to my ear and then over to the other side. Let's switch it out. Left arm is going to come up, just gently touching my ear. And let's go side to side. Try not to lean as you lift. We're just working those postural muscles here, working through those lats and pushing that range of motion gently through the shoulders. We've got 2 more. 2, standing tall in that seated position. 1, and back up. Whew. All right, one last mobility move here. Flip your grip so your palms are facing up. And right now my hands are just outside of thigh width apart. Lift that chest, you're sitting up nice and tall. My elbows are in next to my torso. We're just gonna gently pull outward, squeezing the shoulder blades and back in. Let's go for 10. Exhale, 10. Now the pull is not gonna be very big, 9. And it's really going to depend on how intense the resistance level is with your band. So you might have a little less resistance than me, so you might be able to go a little further, or you might have a little more resistance than me, and you might be a little bit more limited in your range of motion. But you should feel those shoulder blades squeeze back and together. We've got 3 more, sitting up tall. 3, elbows are in nice and tight to the torso. 2, 1 more here, get that squeeze. 1. Woo, all right, shake it out. Lower it down. Let's stretch out those shoulders. Take that right arm across, anchor it down, and pull inward. Now, if you're not feeling much of a stretch here, pull that arm in a little tighter, lift your chest, and gently pull your chin back. And then you're really going to feel that stretch through the front of the shoulder. Nice big exhale. And release that arm. Shake it out. Let's take it over to the other side. Bring it across, pulling gently inward. Again, if you're not feeling much of a stretch here, pull in just a little tighter, lift the chest, pull that chin back. Really helping to wake up that shoulder. Lots of upper back and shoulder moves today. So you might be feeling a little tight through those shoulders now. And let's stretch out the chest, clasp those hands behind you, lift the chest and roll the shoulders and elbows back, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, and release the chest and shoulders. Let's stretch out those glutes. Cross right leg over the left, pushing the heel out. Now from here, we're just gonna gently lean forward, keeping the back flat. So my chest is pushed out, and it's a very small bend forward, just enough to get that stretch through the glute in the right side. Now, if you'd like to take this up a notch, take your hand, place it just under your toes, and then gently pull your toes in a little closer toward your knee, pushing that heel out. That's going to help to lengthen through the glutes. Sitting up nice and tall with that chest pushed out, try not to round. Getting that deep stretch in the glutes here. And release the hand. And lean back. And release the leg. Let's take it over to that left side. Cross the left leg over. Lift your chest. Fold ever so slightly forward. Pushing that heel out. And once again, if you'd like to take this up a notch, take your hand, place it just underneath your toes, and gently push your toes a little closer to that knee, pressing the heel out. And that's really going to help to wake up those glutes. Just a little deeper in that glute stretch. And this is, I think, my favorite seated stretch. And release that side, lean back, and release the left leg. From here, we're going to take this to a seated spinal twist. Take the outside of your left hand, just gently turn and resist against the outside of your right leg. Keep that chest lifted. Nice big exhale. Gentle twist through that back. And release that side. Take the outside of your right hand and resist against that left leg. Twisting through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Breathing deeply. And release. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you again soon.